Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah from Teachers Happy, and today I'm going to be doing a little life update because there is a lot that's been going on. So I actually put a question box on my Instagram, so if you want to go and kind of see what I'm doing daily, make sure you're following over on Instagram or even TikTok. I feel like, yeah, I'm just posting on there a lot more than I am on YouTube, and I try to do YouTube maybe like once a week, but I haven't been super consistent. But I wanted to give you kind of some reasons as to why maybe I have been very busy. I haven't necessarily got a question on this, but I'm really excited to say that I will not be commuting next year because I got a permanent job about 10 minutes away from my house. So I am so excited, although I do have very mixed emotions because I'm really sad about leaving my current school. I've been there, this is my 6th year. And it just makes me sad to think about it, but I'm really excited for a new adventure, and I'll be working as a permanent assistant principal at this job. So I just like honestly can't believe that it's even happened, and I'm so out of breath just even thinking about it. I'm so excited that it's happening, and actually, to be totally transparent, I've known about it since July. It's not going to start till next year. I'm really excited to start that, and I feel like I was going to just wait until next year to let you guys know, but I just can't keep it a secret anymore. I'm just so excited. So yeah, that's just something exciting happening in my life, and it might be why I've not been as consistent on YouTube, because I feel like I've been filling out like job application after job application, or just trying to be on top of my work, and doing that is just it's too much, honestly. Applying for jobs is so bad. Like, it's just not a fun experience at all. I don't know if you've been through it, or if you know someone going through it, or you know, have been applying for years and years and years. It's honestly just like not a fun process at all. And I was talking to an Instagram friend, and they'd applied for like over 100 jobs, which is just insane. Before they got their permanent job, and had been to like tens of interviews and things like that. And I just tell you what, it is a hard yak. I feel very lucky that I've got this opportunity. It's so wild. So I'm really excited. I'm not taking it for granted at all. Like, I honestly cannot believe it. That's why I didn't want to like tell anyone, because I don't know, I was worried something was gonna happen, or I don't know. But I really feel like I can't, yeah, keep it in any longer. I'm really excited. But I did want to answer a whole bunch of Q&As as well, because I feel like there's probably going to be a lot of questions about kind of how I went about the process and things like that. But I feel like that could be almost like a whole separate video, because obviously you guys don't know yet, so you haven't asked those questions. So today I'm just going to do a bit more of like a life update, and kind of, yeah, I'm just really excited to share that guys with you, that news with you, and we can go through some questions together. So some other questions that I got on Instagram were, how long is your commute? I have the opportunity to get a permanent job, but it is 1 hour away. So as you guys know, I've been commuting for the last 6 years, and my school's about an hour and like since we've moved, probably like an hour and 20 minutes away, I guess. But I have done like an hour and 35 minutes, and that will like even hour and 20, like it's a long way to go there and back each day, because you almost lose like 3 hours of your day, you know, driving to the station and then getting on the train and then walking to school and then walking, you know, and then walking back up to the station and then getting back on the train and then getting, you know, walking to your car, getting in your car, driving home. Like, it's a lot of time away from things that you could be doing. The only real benefit I feel of commuting is probably having like that forced wind down time. And obviously a permanent job opportunity, they're very hard to come by, so it's very hard to say no. And obviously it's worked out for me in the sense that I was obsessed with my school, and I still am. I love my school, but obviously after a long time it does take its toll. It took me probably in my 6th year, I was like, I probably can't do this forever. I can't do this anymore. And I thought it would take me a really long time to find a job, so I wanted to get started as soon as possible. And, you know, was thinking about maybe doing like a transfer or something like it, but I just didn't know when that would come to fruition, because obviously getting a permanent job is really hard to come by as well. So yeah, it's all very tricky. But if you have a permanent job opportunity, I totally understand why you would want to commute. I did it. I am living proof that you can do it. But obviously you need to think of your support system, and your situation could be totally different to mine. When I accepted that job, I was still living at home. I wasn't married. I wasn't engaged. I didn't really have anyone else to look after except to myself. So I think you've got to take that into consideration, because losing an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours out of your day to to drive or train or whatever, it can be really taxing on you, on your body, on your mind. It's a lot. So you've got to kind of weigh up if the school's worth it or if the permanent opportunity for you is worth it. In my case, it was. So yeah, I don't know. It's a big thing to think about. And obviously if you've got other parties involved, like a partner or whoever it might be, that it's probably a decision you need to make together as well, because it will impact your life. It's not as simple as just driving somewhere. Like if you think about doing like a massive, I don't know, kind of from where I live to Sydney, I always think about that because that's where I go to. But like if I do a weekend trip to Sydney and I come back, I am so tired. But if you think about doing that to your body every single day, 5 days a week, well, not every single day, 5 days, your working week is a lot, and you get really tired. So you just, I guess, got to think about all those factors and make sure if that is the decision that you make, set some boundaries for yourself as well around leaving time, arriving time, what you can and can't do, meeting times, things like that. So yeah, definitely something to think about, but congratulations on the opportunity, because that's really, really exciting. I feel like this is an interesting question. It says, have you discovered anything about your house that you didn't know when you bought it? I think we did, like, obviously we got like a building inspection and things, but I think with the knowledge that they gave us, like I didn't really know what to do with that. So we knew some stuff around, like obviously that it has like asbestos in the walls, just because it's like a 70-year-old home. And there was a few other things that like I didn't really know the impact of that. I was like, oh, well, that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter. Especially the asbestos one. I was like, oh, well, what does it matter? We're not gonna like do anything to the outside, because that my understanding was you couldn't, yeah, if you leave it alone, it's fine. But that wasn't really the case, because we've had some other things and changes that we wanted to make, just like our kitchen. Like we started to want to chip away at the tile on our own, but if we did, we would be impacting the wall, and then you would be exposing yourself to asbestos. So it's like little things like that where it's kind of like, it's not that things have been revealed over time. We kind of knew about those things from the building report, but the impact of them, I guess, yeah, over time. And like, yeah, I don't know, just buying a house, obviously, I don't know if other people's parents have said it to them or other people that are homeowners, you just don't realize how much money you can put into your house, or a house can just impact, like, you know, there's always something. It's never finished unless you're just happy with how it is. I guess you know, something can go wrong as well. You might think, oh, we're finally done, and then like your hot water service goes or something. Just one of those things with like a house, like a car. There's so much constant maintenance, and I think I didn't really realize, like I was so excited to have like a yard, but like maintaining a yard is hard. Like when you leave at the crack of dawn and you get home really late and it's dark, it's just like, how do you maintain a yard? I don't know. It's hard. It's yeah, it's so rewarding and so lovely, but yeah, it's definitely not what you thought it was going to be maybe. This one says, what do you see for yourself over the next 5 years or next year? So next year, I won't be working at my current school. I've already told my school that. My kids know, the parents know, everyone knows. So I'm really excited to start that new adventure at that new school. So that's what next year looks like. I hope to do maybe some traveling next year now that COVID is kind of not affecting that as much. So that would be really exciting if we could do some travel. I'd love to do, you know, lots of things. I just want to get our kitchen done. I'm so excited to get our kitchen done, but again, there's just been so many hurdles and things this year, and kind of a lot going on that I don't always talk about online. But yeah, it's just like, oh, it's all so crazy, and I'm so excited for just kind of like the next season of life. And I wonder what having that extra time either side of my work day is going to feel like, if I'm just going to be like super lazy and just like sleep in, or I don't know, like I don't know what it's going to be, or if I'm going to make use of that time because I'll be in a routine. I'm not sure. So I really don't know what the next year will bring, but I'm really excited to see. Yeah, I feel like change is coming, and I obviously know that with the commuting. So yeah, I don't know what that will look like, but I'm really excited. 5 years, I couldn't tell you. Who knows? I didn't think I would be here this year. Like I didn't think I'd be looking towards the end of the school year, finishing up at my school. I couldn't have foresaw that. If you'd asked me 6 months ago, I would have thought that was wild. So yeah, who knows what 5 years will bring. Hopefully exciting, happy things. This one's cute. It's like, where do you get all your clothes from? Well, I'm so lucky that I get to work with a number of brands and things through having this platform, having Instagram, having YouTube. And I just got like a whole bunch of new things behind me that I wanted to show you guys as well, because I find like dressing for school and weekend is really hard. Like I feel like I need almost 2 separate wardrobes, but I don't want to do that. So trying to think of things that work kind of for both, that you can be maybe a little bit more fun on the weekends and maybe wear like a blazer that you might wear to school, but then like with biker shorts, or just like changing it up a little bit, that you have pieces that work kind of for both. So I'll show you these pieces now. They're just behind me, but I'm going to do a little bit of a try on for you. So all these new pieces are from Petal and Pup, and I just feel like they're really good to go from like workwear to weekend, and I just am obsessed with this color. I feel like it's so fun. So this first shirt is called the Fleetwood shirt, and it's just got like a really fun print, but I really love that the sleeves are so massive and they're just like cute for school, and they go with this. I'll show you this blazer in a sec as well, but yeah, I've just tucked it into these pants, and these are the Mason pants, and I already have these in, I think, pink, white, cream, like a few colors, because they're just so comfy and flowy and just like very oversized. And I feel like my wardrobe now is just like oversized, oversized, oversized. Like I don't feel like I wear many tight clothes anymore. So this is the Becky blazer, and it's kind of that same green tone. This is an oversized style blazer, but I also got it in a large, so it is like extra oversized, but I think even if you got it in your normal size or even a size down, it would still feel quite oversized, because that's kind of the vibe. But I love that it's one of those like soft blazers, not very structured, but it's still, yeah, it still looks professional. But I love just wearing this on the weekend, maybe over just like a crop top and bike shorts. But then for school you can wear it obviously with an outfit to almost have like a full suit. I feel like this is the most teacher dress that ever taught. This is the McKay dress in black, and it's got kind of like a longer 3/4 sleeve, and then it's got like tiers and buttons and a collar, and it's super dressy, but very like comfy, very everyday easy wear kind of dress. I have this in the medium, but again, it's very oversized. Like I probably could have gone a size down, and I would not normally be a small, but I like things like super oversized and billowy, and I just feel like this is really cute for work. And you can wear it with a blazer, or you can just wear it with sneakers. Like you can keep it really casual. I'll show you with the green blazer on, because I feel like it looks really cute together. Just have that like pop of color. So you can kind of make a few outfits from just like these 5 pieces. But this is it with the green blazer. So this is the York midi dress in sand and black, and I've just paired it with a black undershirt, because it's actually got cutouts on the side, so not very school friendly. Cute for the weekend, not very school friendly. So I put this underneath. Then it's perfect because it all just kind of blends in with the pattern, and it's got a pocket. Oh, I've got like, I won't show you it, but I've got like our school merits in my pocket. So I clearly wore this to school last week. Just like a really cute pattern. And one of my kids was like, did you draw it? And I was like, no, but thank you for thinking that I'm this talented. It is a midi length, but it's almost floor length on me. Like you could just pair it with a heel and it would look really cute. But again, really cute for wearing on the weekend, but then just wearing something, either like a blazer over the top or an undershirt for school as well, because it is a very, very cute shape. So if you guys want to buy any of these styles, make sure you use the code HAPPYTEACHER for 20% off your order. I don't get any money or anything for having you guys use that link. It's just like for you if you want to go and try out some of their styles. But these ones are really cute, and I'll link them below for you. This one says, do you think the AP workload is worth it? I guess it depends what worth it means to you. If that's the extra money, or kind of like the leadership opportunity that it brings, or the fact you get to make certain decisions or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, I don't know what it means by worth it, but if we're going off like a pure money point of view, like you know, you do get more money than being a classroom teacher, but the workload is so much extra, because you're a lot of the time, well, in my case, I'm still a classroom teacher, and none of my roles from that have been taken away. There's no real difference to what I was doing. I'm just doing like another job almost like on top of that, which is really tricky. So you kind of got to think, is that time worth the money, or the responsibility, or the leadership, and I guess you kind of have to look to the future and think what you're working towards, because you might be in this position because you're looking to be in a deputy role or a principal role in the future, and without that you might not get to those kind of steps, because there's kind of, I guess you kind of got to work your way up. I probably wouldn't have sought after a permanent assistant role if I didn't like it. So I definitely do like it. It is a lot of work, and I guess it depends on your school size. There's like so many factors in your school size and your team, and I've just been so lucky that I've had a very like nurturing team in my first few years of doing it, and executive team as well, not just like my stage team, but my executive team, like everyone's so beautiful, so they just make life like a whole lot easier for me. But it would be really hard to navigate if you felt like you didn't have that support system around you. Obviously with schools there can be some tricky, you know, personalities or environments or other factors that come into play, especially being a classroom teacher and then also being assistant principal, because you've got your whole class to look after, which is a big job. Like teaching is a huge job, and then on top of that you might have the students, staff and parents of up to, like at the moment I've got like over 250 kids, so you got to think about maybe looking after potentially like, I don't know what my kind of number is at the moment, like 12 to 14 staff. It kind of depends because people aren't always in classroom teacher roles, but you kind of look after each other as well. But that's like a lot of people, and then, you know, for 250 kids there's sets of parents as well for that. So yeah, it's just like a lot of people to field like emails from, to deal with issues and things like that as they come up. It's never a dull day. It's never a dull day. There's always something going on, and it can be a lot. So you've got to, like I said, wrap yourself in that support, have people to lean on for yourself as well, because it can be really, really, really hard when you've got so many people looking to you for advice or leaning on you for advice. You've also got to have someone to lean on as well, because otherwise it can just be like very overwhelming. But I do love it, and I feel very lucky to have been in the school that I'm currently in and will be till the end of this year, because it was a very supportive environment of my leadership. I got into leadership really early, and I've been able to kind of move through that and progress, and then obviously landed this job opportunity as well. And the vibe I get from this school is very, very good, so I'm so excited to be on a new leadership team as well. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, is it worth it? Yes. But you have to be, I guess, like the right kind of person, have the right situation. Again, you know, I've only got myself and Bryce to worry about. It might be different for people's different situations. If you've got kids, if you've got, you know, like a different setup or something, it can be a lot of work. This one says, what is the most challenging part of being a primary school teacher? I couldn't tell you, honestly. There's too many things. I think just the balance of the admin side is so large, and I wonder if that's just more because I feel like I have like the assistant principal admin responsibilities, but I did feel like that when I was a classroom teacher as well. I just feel like there's so much other stuff other than teaching that you actually do. So the hours that you're in front of kids, that is bliss, that is amazing, that is just like what you were made to do. And then there's all this other stuff where it's like trying to navigate all that other stuff. And yeah, there's just so many factors that go into a school that I think are not considered, and it's just, yeah, it can be really overwhelming. You're obviously like dealing with like a lot of people as well. It's not just you and a bunch of kids, it's you, a bunch of kids and parents and staff, and you know, there's just so many factors that go into a school, and resourcing, and just there's just so many things that outside of you being in front of kids, teaching, doing the thing that you were taught to do at uni, they don't teach you all the other stuff. So I think that's definitely the most challenging part, is navigating those different situations as they come up and knowing what the right thing to do is, because you might have never been in that situation before, and you know who to go to about that. And yeah, it's just, it is so hard. It is so hard. And I feel like Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and things really can romanticize being a teacher, because you might think, oh well, it's just like pretty classrooms and being in front of kids and hanging out with kids all day, which it totally is. But it's really not as well, because there's all this other stuff that you can't necessarily show online for a number of reasons. And it's not to say that it's like, yeah, wrong to show either, or I don't know how to word that. It's not okay to romanticize it or you know, show the pretty stuff, but it's so hard to show the hard stuff, and sometimes not appropriate to show the hard stuff, that people can get a bit of a false narrative about what teaching is, and that is really tricky, and that's really hard to navigate, and something that I've really struggled balancing through having Instagram, where I want to show like the things that I am doing, but I obviously can't show all of it, and that's really, really hard. And yeah, then people make assumptions as to, oh well, you're making it so pretty, making it like really look fabulous, and like it's so easy, and it's like, well, whoa, no, it's not. I'm telling you now, it's not. I do love my job, so it's just, yeah, it's trying to find the balance of not romanticizing, but also not showing the stuff that it's not appropriate to show online. Thank you so much for watching this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little life update Q&A. If you have any questions about the new job, please head over to my Instagram and I'll try and field some there. And if not, I can make a dedicated video if you have questions about like the application process or kind of like the reasoning why I chose to move on. Yeah, I'd really love to share my story with that. But yeah, I'm just excited that it's out there, that you know about it. It's not a big, you know, secret anymore. Not that it was ever a big secret, but I just, yeah, it feels so weird because it's so far away. But I'm so excited for the change and so nervous for the change. But thanks for coming along with me on it and for watching this one. Thank you kindly.